August 2014.
Catastrophe is unfolding in northern Iraq.
The world has turned its attention to the Yazidis, a small religious group that over its long history has faced severe persecution.
Stranded on a barren mountaintop and surrounded by violent Islamic extremists.
Meanwhile, ISIL forces have called for the systematic destruction of the entire Yazidi people, which would constitute genocide.
About the Yazidis recently, with all the other refugee stories coming out of Europe.
She was named Nadia. Her first-hand account was chilling.
2 summers ago, her life as a 21-year-old was shattered when ISIS took over her village.
They killed most of her family, they raped her, and they made her their slave.
She managed to escape, but it's thought that thousands of women are still being held, which is why Nadia Murad is campaigning to try to get the world to notice and do something.
Nadia has become their voice.
They all said things like, she is the future, she is our only hope.
I would like to draw to the attention of honorable members the presence in the gallery of Ms. Nadia Murad Bazi Taha.
I now give the floor to Ms. Nadia Murad Bazi Taha.
The final witness is Ms. Nadia Murad.
I now give the floor to Ms. Nadia Murad Bazi Taha.
استجارة نابينم في شغلك زدكم مدبي بس خلق زانبي أفتشتي زدكم بس مدبي زانب لنا شغلة في زانب نقو طلبة مساعدة يمد بهرب ألمانيا بعمل فيها شغلة
ما عشت خد بعقل مش ما عشت غلا هاي ما عشت.
With the assistance of Yazda, a non-profit group helping Yazidi survivors, Nadia is boldly telling her story, even though it may be nearly impossible to bring her tormentors to justice.
صحافيتها كتاتنا كم بيت كردستان العراقي متكو حالي ملفان كم بعد تشيا متكو توان داعش تشيا بس نقهش تدركي.
Nadia lived with her large family in a village of Yazidis, a non-Muslim ethnic group in Iraq. She asked us not to show you her face, and when you hear her story, you'll understand why.
This is the agony of the Yazidis. Attacked because of their faith, survivors left with little choice but to say farewell to their homeland.
أسعد مع ألمانيا جي برنامجك هزار كشكيرة كنت معالجة ما بكن دي علاجة نفسية شوم جاركي من نابيرا ساكني مقود من كاريس حياة أخوك وكب ببم مقودف تشتكي بزحمتها قوازبتني كم باتخدوركي علاج أخو بكمو بهزارة زانبم تشوف مصيري وانا بيتشتي في دل مناقر وهنجي مجود كاتش جيبي أزبي بمو فرصة هاد جوز بجين معالم.
In December of 2015, she testified before the UN Security Council, begging world leaders to listen to horrors.
Just in advance of your statement, I want to thank you for your courage to share your experience with the Council, which I know won't be easy, but I really just thank you in advance. Nadia.
شكراً لك سيدتي الرئيسة السادة والسيدات ممثلي دول.
Thank you, Madam President. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Security Council, good afternoon. It is with great sadness and recognition and hope that I am sitting here before you.
قلق خلقي قوي قدامه وقلق إعلامي عالمي مهم السر مرة نبيسي ودر كدوديد أو تشتكي كلكي يمهم بمتجاربة ورنا تكروساب. يوما إلى مناطقنا ونعيش بسلام. كما وأطالب بتخصيص ميزانية دولية تحت إشراف دولنا لتعويض الضحايا وبناء المنطقة. رابعاً، افتحوا أبواب بلدانكم لمجتمعي فنحن ضحايا ومن حقنا البحث عن بلد آمن يحفظ كرامتنا. كل يوم يخاطر المئات من الناس بحياتهم. أنتعد خيار إعادة التوطين. عالم يزاني والأقليات الأخرى المهددة. بس عالم نتلبي التجار بالبشر كما فعلت ألمانيا. الشاعري مقوى في جاري وكعالم نقاري وقويد خبقري. الشاعري نقاري بالساكنة معدم ضحيك بيش بريوان بي.
I want to say that I've been in a lot of Security Council meetings and people don't clap, but they're clapping for a remarkable young woman.
يجب أن لا يترك العالم ضحايا الإبادات الجماعية وضحايا الاضطهاد العقلي وضحايا الحروب والملايين من الضحايا من أجبروا على ترك أرضهم. يجب أن يقوم المجتمع الدولي بمسؤوليته. وأخيراً سيكون لي الشرف إن قبلتم أن أمثل اللاجئين والمهاجرين في مؤتمر سبتمبر أمام الجمعية العمومية. سيكون فخر لي أن أتحدث باسم الملايين من لا صوت له.
Okay, so we are 50 seconds over the time.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Let's first of all, please tell Nadia. Of course, I don't understand 90% of what she was saying, but her delivery was very good. If we can try to cut out 1 minute, I'll give you some ideas, but in the end, it's your decision, yeah? Tell her I said she should be a newscaster after. You're better than CNN. Everybody's better than CNN.
CNN.
All right.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Everyone. So you said everyone's better than CNN. No, so I'm not special. Everyone's better.
That's true. Okay. Let's.
Okay, so it's an honor for me to speak before you today in the name of millions of the refugees and immigrants. I never wanted to be a refugee. I was happy with my life in northern Iraq. I was a simple woman with simple dreams and hopes. I was like every other woman in the world who looked for simple things.
هوايك شيت مبهو أسالونا كيفك مو كيفهم قلقي تعتش فيها كيف أسبك ما شبر قلق أجقو وجناوان تمد بيه خص بهي بينن بس كنبوا نجوا سرا أو تشتش مهاتا برين وكسبهرناكم سبهرناك مسكارة بمباقي رموي تشتي.
Thank you, Nadia. Show her the back with the mirror so she can see. Wow, gorgeous.
It's nice, yeah.
She has beautiful hands. I know, it looks so beautiful. I love it. Like a model, like a movie star.
Allow me to represent those in the opening ceremony of the General Assembly.
In September, right?
از بجمع كاتب بجوه كاز مساعدة وان كوي بجن حينيت هكا مكي اختار بقنيكو مساعدة لاجا بس وان كوت يلاجا. بخادي.
Where's Nadia? Murad.
So Nadia says it's better to say, I am a refugee than I am like an activist, because there are many activists, so it's better for me to give my account as a refugee.
Yes, but you're a refugee and an activist, no?
Yeah.
I know you want to be humble, and we love you for that, but you're an activist too. The reason why I'm asking is this. Monday, in essence, is a dress rehearsal. It's an audition. It's an interview, right?
Yeah.
It's your opportunity to show that this is the best speaker for September 19th. There's nobody who's as eloquent as Nadia, but, we're not 100% sure we're going to be speaking on September 19th. And this is our opportunity to wake them up.
أنا واحدة من ضحايا الحرب والإرهاب والاستعباد الجنسي. فقدت 18 شخص من عائلتي بين القتل والسبي. كنت في المخيمات لأكثر من سنة قبل قدومي إلى ألمانيا. الآلاف من الناس في هذه المخيمات يعيشون حياة لا يمكن لها أن توصف بالحياة. سيكون لي الشرف إن سمحتم لي أن أمثل هؤلاء في الجلسة الافتتاحية لمؤتمر الجمعية العمومية في سبتمبر. سيكون فخر لي أن أتحدث باسم الملايين من لا صوت لهم، وشكرا لكم.
Well done. You're great.
Did so well.
Did you talk to them?
Yeah.
What did they say?
He said we're on the right track. They can't still promise yet, but we're moving in the right track. They were watching to see what would happen, and they were happy.
مراد إنساني هري بريا جو قواتي دمه بس استمرار بما بيتشتي فابد بيشترج دهمها مرة السيسالي دوي إش حقيوي كزواج خربك زارواش خرب بيني وعائلك أخو آواك كشخصك وش حقيوي أفتش نقود نادية مدبي زاروني تمهبان مدبي عائلك مهبان وأزانم كإنساني محتاجة في تشتي بس وتشت دا عليك سرابي قبي هرجارك أس عاجز بمو أملي مقود ببيز بشم تشتكنا هاكرن هيك إحساسي دمك وأسنا سكن موقو أزاني بم تشتك وجهي.
One more shot. Just walking basically in a line down the middle. Have the flame in the foreground, like.
Never up my shot.
Can I ask if something exciting is about to happen, or is this just standard photo taking?
No. I gotta do one more. So just a little bit right maybe here. And then zoom.
I go to the building?
Yeah.
يعني كمان ستة okay.
It isn't easy being Nadia Murad, living with those memories,
the humiliation, the loss, the terror. Yet she tells the story again and again of how she became an ISIS sex slave. Today, she's in Canada before a parliamentary immigration committee. She wants Parliament to declare that Yazidis are victims of a genocide, but mostly what she wants is for the whole world to know what she can never forget.
Okay, Nadia.
Joyce Napier, CTV News,
Okay.
Ottawa.
Okay. That's it. Tout fini. Okay, goodbye. Bye, Nadia.
Bye. مراد بلا كم دم بالم بده مراد نعم مباشر أنا
نعم مباشر. Hello, Murad is here. The interpreter is here.
Hi.
Hi.
You can call yourself Murad. You don't have to call yourself the interpreter. You have a name too.
Yes, of course.
Right, I am logging on to the computer. So. Nadia, can I hear Nadia talk a bit?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, you've got some English, Nadia. Very good. Okay, do you want, and Murad can hear it. Murad, I don't think, unless you want to, you don't need to interpret the introduction to her.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Nadia Murad Basitaha's life took a terrible turn in 2014 when ISIS... Thank you for speaking with us, Nadia. I realize you have had to tell your story many times, and I appreciate you coming to talk to us again. Can we start here? What was life like for you before ISIS fighters came to your town?
بري داعش أزل شنقالي الجندك شديد ديال كوتشو دابوم استعلب بوم المدرسة ده هر الجندز درسيم وهر وساجي شغلي عائلة مرة شغلي بازو شغلي چند نوان حتى 10,000 إنساني وقلبي جندي دمد عايشين مهمو إيزدي حياتها ما قلك يا خوش بوم قلك يا بيدرادي بوم.
Before Daesh, I was living in Sinjar.
Take me back, Nadia, to that day in your town. What did you see? What happened?
وقتي هاتين همو جلكي درشو أو بونو جلكي داعشو همو دريج بونو سلاح دوان الدستوان دبنو زاروكش داكا قد كلين كتشكيت نهسالي وسر برنو جنيت حمر مزن كشتنو حتى هفسد زلامي الجندي مدى كشتن مديد زلامي مال دورا جندي ما كشتن مال شباكي رد نيري وين روجي برايت مجيب أبوان زلام عربون.
Do you know what happened to them?
No.
To this day, you don't know whether they are alive or dead?
15 وان ميرا هموا بريندار خلاص بوبون وان قد زلام همو أميت كوجو همو كشتن شنجي دا هي قندي مال بندستي داعش دا نايم قاشتي نوان جيتي كشتين نزان تشتاكيش.
15 men from Kocho who survived.
I'm sorry for your loss. You were then taken, and you and other Yazidis, your women you were treated like property. Tell me what that was like to be treated like a piece of property.
إحساسيتك شلون بوقتهم استخدام الكرموسة شلون وزع عنده ويدو راج بتكر.
You would rather have died than gone through what you went through. They beat you?
Yes.
And then they raped you?
Yes.
You were raped repeatedly. And I am sorry to make you go back to this terrible, terrible time. But I'm wondering how you actually got through all of that.
أفتش مديت نم ببتني تاعتا كرن مديت وبكتش كيش ما كتش كتير كتش كت 10 سالي 12 سالي وان تاعتا كرن كتشت برامي هرسي إش ما كتش كتير 15 سالي بيستر بوان جي كرن بيجم ملوان النير وتشتكش دستي مناتا
This is very difficult for you, so only tell me what you feel comfortable telling me.
How did you manage to escape?
Will you ever go back to your village?
And when you think about the men who raped you, what do you want to happen to them?
Did you at any point try to talk to them,
Did you try to resist? Could you tell him no?
They killed your mother as well, I think.
I imagine there's also moments that you just want to stop and lead a normal life, right?
What happened to the women? What happened to you?
How do you deal with all of it? Do you think about your family a lot?
Yes.
What kinds of things are you thinking about?
أثبت معي فكرم هتعنوها جديد إيد كشتي وإيد وندا يجل باوان إنه إيد خلاص بو يجي هرتسي براين مو كشكامة وجي كام بعده حالي خلقي وكا قالك إبيسا روج بروج ويدري.
And I guess that's why you make yourself tell and retell this story of horrors. What are you hoping the international community will do? Nadia, you are a remarkable young woman, and I can't thank you enough for taking the time to talk with us today. Thank you. Hey, Nadia, can you say goodbye or thank you?
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadia. Murad, please tell her. I know. I know how hard this is, and it's so important to tell the story. So, please tell her how much I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wow. Okay.
Thank you. طبعا هر ميدياكي هر علامة كي دفيت زاني بيكا تشيا بس قالك سؤالش مدينة كرينكا شلون دادنا اغتصاب كرين شلون أبا مهمة براستي مهمة بس هناك دينا كرينكا تدبيت تشبكي نكتي يكرن تبويا إنسانك مشهور أفتش تشترت شيء أفسوالي دوسات نيت كرنينا تشتم بيبي يكرن وكو مسيري وان كتشكاتشيا هتاب كتشكت شان سالي أو تحدتي اللي تيكرن حالي خلقي أو إذا شمت بين من لاجئ الكامبادتشيا حالي ملاتي من الكامبيت كردستان والجاي شنغالتشيا لازم تشبيا كرن جايزتي حقيقة ببن لازم تشبيا كرن جاجن بس ببيا الضحية حربة فتشتهوا وكم تفيق بيتر بيا كرنش
إنه قدرت كبيرة أنا لازم البنت بيجي بكرر السجارة بكرر الندى أنا بس بدأت بس طلب راس تقصى شخص يجي بيشة مش تقصى شخص يبقى سايس دي بيشة مثلا أنت هذا بيز دي هذه مختلف على يجي بيجي بيش بينش زي تبدأ هذا من وده كيف من في من وقي خراب هذا ويفيد الوقت نخسر الوقت.
Yes, thank you so much for coming and appearing. I know this isn't easy, but it's such important work. And hopefully, as on the basis of this work, we will be able to put policies in place to make a difference, to really make a difference. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Fred is Scottish.
أزيد شوف ليش مخبصة.
Please note, the content of some witnesses' testimony may be upsetting to participants and the viewing public. The first panel appearing before us today are Ms. Nadия Murad, a human rights activist, and Mr. Murad Ismail, Executive Director for Yazda. I will begin with Ms. Nadia Murad as soon as she's ready.
كنت أتمنى أحصل على الشهادة من المدرسة اللي درست بيها وأخذها لأمي، ولكن بنفس المدرسة ما حصلت على الشهادة، وبنفس المدرسة افترقنا أنا وعائلتي وأصدقائي وأهل قريتي. ما قدرت أودع أمي. صار أكثر من سنة، رحت إلى أكثر من 17 دولة، أتكلم ويا الرؤساء ويا البرلمانيين ويا الناس، أقول لهم يا عالم بنات عمري دا يغتصبون في سجون داعش، ناس تموت من الجوع في المخيمات، آلاف الأطفال انحرموا من التعليم، ولكن العالم ساكتة وصامتة بحقنا.
Thank you. Difficult testimony. Ms. Rimpel, 7 minutes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's my understanding that the UN is not prioritizing Yazidi refugees. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, it was very difficult to listen to. We'll do our best, okay?
I think it's also a good meeting, and we're hoping that the recommendations of the government in September will be like solid.
اوكي الرأية توقعت شو مع المتحدة وسا وكي ازدياد باش.
I don't know. The fact is that countries like Canada that are taking in refugees are not getting Yazidis on the list. Organizations like the United Nations, Canadian government, they're big bureaucracies, right? It takes forever to change processes. If the UN isn't going to work to select Yazidis and expedite it, then we have to work around that. Okay. It's as simple as that. It's one of the recommendations I've made, and I'm printing off a copy of the letter for you, which will get media coverage today. We'll get significant media coverage. Okay. They're going to have 2 months to put action forward on this, right? So now when I go into the House of Commons in September, we have a basis to ask for action, right? Because the testimony was very clear in terms of prescriptive recommendations. Great.
Well, this is a wonderful letter. Thank you, Michelle. It's great.
We just want you to be healthy and happy. That's our main thing. You personally. Your family now. My mom watched you. She's like, tell her she can come live with me. She was just so crying. I can't talk about it. She's like, you tell her she can come live with me in Winnipeg if she wants to. Seriously, yeah. She's like, you tell her she's my daughter.
So Nadia binaba mal مربع شوكتها.
So anyway, I have a. This is. I know you probably get gifts from everyone. I just wanted to give you a maple leaf. So that you can remember that there are people in Canada that support your people, and we will continue to fight for them.
Thank you.
Great. Awesome.
Thank you. We will be in touch.
Michelle, thanks a lot.
You were just so fantastic at the committee. It was very good.
Thanks.
So, are you guys done for the day now, or?
Kaya. نه خواه فجران رو اگیشت خواه اول که خواه فجران جرکی خاطرکی
Hello? Hi. We're waiting for them to allow us in.
مغرقون هم بتاعو سب جنديه كأي عراقي وكأي كردي وكأي يزدي كبكي بنهم بيتك هتواي ناقوشتني البرجر ميو هرودو دونا أي يعني بلا أي سبب نسر تشتكي هروب قلتكو باريتشن إذا خلتي لين يا ريضان
عمل جحيمة كده جحيمة قبل سبب والله جحيمة قبل سبب أم هاتن باو رئيسي لجنة من ساق مقالة اشتغل مكاشرة.
تقوم هاتن الرايد أوكي.
Hello.
Good to see you again. After this trip to Canada, what are your next plans?
Nadia will be the goodwill ambassador for the United Nations. And Nadia may speak before all the presidents, before the General Assembly. We've been working on that. She might speak where all the countries are. That would be tremendous if it happens.
Have you had a chance to see the parliamentary building at all?
Have you been it yet? When I came, I saw some of it.
What have you seen? Have you been in the House of Commons?
No.
No, hold on. Okay, so Stan, could you call security and say we have, can you call security, say we have a very special guest I'd like to take into the house? Thanks. Why don't you come with me? We'll see if we can pull this one off. Nadia?
No.
Please? No.
No.
Okay. Come. There we go. So this is where all the members of parliament meet. And I think we should take a picture of Nadia sitting in the speaker's chair. So why don't you join Nadia on one side, I'll join Nadia on the other side.
Okay.
I think this looks about right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry. It would be an honor for me
to see you address all of those presidents and prime ministers at the UN.
جبت الشرف أش مراكم مديت تبعي في الأمم المتحدة ده تبعي بش رئيسة أو رئيس وزراء أو هم قارة قلت الأمم المتحدة. Some of the tribe leaders, when they did activist genocide, they did each one like a nice thing. They did just this, it was like $50,000. And then someone like 100 members.
Ladies and gentlemen, Canada is the expression of a nation's vision, its hopes and its spirit under great northern skies. The fire intensified, fanned to a raging inferno by strong winter winds from the north. But more than smoke rose from the ashes. Turmoil in Europe reached across the Atlantic. Families, whole communities were uprooted and exiled. Our country continues to grow. From sea to sea to sea. Canada.
وقدم آدم هربی نکرد گو معاملها شعب ده نگزی يعني لديتا بيبروا إين بهار بكر.
I hope so.
Hi. David अच्छा तब गुलाम इधर David okay thank you baby thank you
Oh my God. I love you. I love you so much.
साफ दीजिए लग मम्मी खदेगी शाम जले के हाथ इस हाथ में बावा सर सर है सर चावल जले जले मम्मी कर रहा
One more, that's it. That's it after. No, dura.
If we are able to tell the world in a nice way, in a civilized way, who we are, what happened to us, and why the world must act, at that time I believe we will not be left alone.
Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Murad. Welcome to Canada.
So I just want to know how her message, she feels her message is being received around the world.
Very spijven. Dus den hadden we in Duitsland.
Well, now to the other horrors of ISIS. A woman came to life
This is it.
being abducted and forced to be a sex slave by the Islamic extremist group. She is Nadия Мурад, a member of the ethnic minority in northern Iraq called the Yezidis. Now, London has the largest community of Yezidis in Canada. Murad has been traveling the world telling her story of abduction and sexual abuse. And that story has made her a hero in the Yazidi community and brought many members to this gathering in tears.
كاكاتشكا قلبي حمري فتشتكي مازنة قالكي تشتكي مازنة بس تجار وتجار ماستر نابي الشي شو معاناتي موجة ظلمة بسري مهاتي وكو كاكاتشكا منابي أفتشتش عالمي الرقود با وفتشت بسري مهات با يعني منابي بسري مهات با جسيرو هو بيجو مد في عالمي سناس كربام كاكاتشكا خورت الخياطي كاكاتشكا خورت السباقي كاكاتشكا خورت الدراستي كاكاتشكا خورت الميك اب كاكاتشكا خورت الزراعاتي منابي خلقي أسوى ناس قربام كضحية أرهابك وكداعش
هيجا أصنع جم رجع مكافر جقلي بشكو براد هيجا قانون هم زانن بريتو زانا شبنا كذا سافرت ما مش نزاج
كتب كذا روز نقاط عشرين نبيس
أريد غير تشتغل وزيت زعرن طيب ما جيبك يزعم هسه شو لو وزيت زعم نعم المحاسن نعم المحاسن
البلد اسمه
yes عقلي ما زخوكار أمي خوكار أمي دور ساعة شنشن أحمد
أمي ساعة يكش
أحمد بلا تشكك الرجل ما سرقه داس مالك
نعم
بازبورا
بس كل خاطر
أوكي بازبورا خلاص
لا
لا لا هاي
ما تنسوا الرقص كمان
عندي
بس كل خاطر بعرف بعرف
keine Lebensperspektive haben. 500.000 Jesiden sind im Moment auf der Flucht.
نادية مراد والحزورة والرومتوى
The only hope for all of us, Miss Nadיה Murad.
چهره و همو قب خیر خوشگو برای تیجا ایرال بدره دل ما همو که هیچی شکستیا افت سال در باز بون او که چو جنب مرا هاتینا گرتن گلک جی هاتینا انتحار کرنو گلک جی هیچی دون داینو اش برویا که اسبینا شاعرم گو افت سال چوینا اسبینم که در روشن ایروز الویدر اینا بس دنگه خواهو کچما تشتب سر مهاتی ایرو الویدر از دنگه 3200 کچکو جنو زاروکی ما هیچ دست واندم دنگه جیلانی دنگه زهرا دنگه کاترین دنگه الماس دنگه هر کچکیش وان از هاو سر و دریش که مشبر گلکتش هایل دلی ما همو قادم همو بیزانن بس مدوی از بیشم گو ازدیاتی و امینه و تجاره اندانابه گلک ممنون
Vergewaltigung, systematischen Vergewaltigung.
بس مجتمعي خو يزيد بينم قد حياتي بتشتكي الوان بتقريم وقتي عدالة جربية طبقان محاسبة وان بيقري هنجي حياة وش هر إنسانك يزدي ربقري.
There are those who would say ISIS doesn't need to be brought to court. ISIS needs to be bombed out of existence.
Well, I mean, there is a bombing campaign going on. The coalition forces, including the US and many other states, are going after ISIS on a military basis. That's part of the response, but it's not enough. I mean, you can't kill an idea that way.
Nadia has found a powerful advocate in Amal Clooney. The human rights lawyer is collecting evidence to build a case in the International Criminal Court against the Islamic State fighters who've wrought a Yazidi genocide.
And I think what she's saying is incredibly powerful because she's saying we don't want revenge, we don't want pity, we want an acknowledgement of what has happened to us. And when I've met Yazidi victims, they say they want their day in court as well.
While it's all business for the highly regarded Oxford-educated human rights lawyer, there is plenty of unspoken curiosity about the Amal Clooney married to the Hollywood superstar.
If there's more attention paid for whatever reason, then I think that's good.
A reluctant celebrity who may be getting the most traction.
Hello, Mal, can you hear us? Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Amal. Here from Greece, Nadia, Ahmed, and I. Murad.
Hello, Nadia. Hi, Ahmed. Hi, Murad.
هلو أمل كيفك؟
منيحة شكرا، وأنت؟
الحمد لله شكرا كتير.
أقتلك.
وأني هم.
Hi Amal, how are you? This is Ahmed.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. لازم تعرف شيء. تمزح ثلاثة شيء مقالك تشتوكي ولا؟
وأبام يعني. Oh my God. تجي قد ما تبغى تبغى فيها؟
أنكو في فازة ولا شو؟
ممكن في فاز.
عمراتكم مش أحسن.
هلي برون لين تشيل هذا هيك شكازك إيه معي بس أول إيه أوا إيه خديت تغيير لا هذا بس إيه بس هيك عشان كمية إيه خديت بس إيه هوا بيرونا ها إيه ده بيشق خلاص
أبيت هكا مقالك روش برادر باسكرين وبينا جزءكي مهمش ش حياتها مو وسوان نابين من أبد دوري عائلة
نارا غادي تشتاقينا
جاك سرهلي هلي باش قادرة جنزي
أنا بيت راكو
أزش كلكم دي سارك تشيك هلي جبي
And that's keep on the agenda. Me, because it's so.
I see her. Without you, like your support, we are missing in this work because all these things are new for us. It's just like come on, so lonely.
لويس إنسانك تيوك مساعدة أما بك بريكو هكا خببيني سرا شغلي جينوسايدوان وكقلك تشت هيا سر لويس بيا قوتن بس نظام تشبيج منجي إنسانك يس متبيدي مني زيكيم بي لويس حقا متبي وك مرادي نيزيكي مبي أز وكبني زيك بونا لويس أز تشعر بانتصاري ديم وديم.
But you believe you can have a family in Germany, or you can have a family where you can have a family.
جبت كاري عائلتك الخيابي. كاري عائلتك الجرمانية مثلا تاع عائلتك والورا وبكين. تزوجي وا.
No. Not Germany. No.
Palki. Nowhere. So she didn't plan for that yet.
Yeah.
I think Yazidis will be a diaspora community. On the long term, we will not hold our ground in Iraq.
It's so complicated because I see that at the same time, even if you leave the land forever, you have to go back, bury your people there, and be there with your community. And then you leave if you like. Do the rituals and mourn together. I
don't want to translate that. That will make Nadia very upset. I don't want to translate that.
You're so nice, Murad. You're so nice. Protect me.
No, make her cry.
If you're not talking about going back to Sinjar, someone else will take Sinjar. So you start to focus, okay, this is our land. No one can touch it. It's our land.
Yeah.
Because it's the only land you have.
That's what we say.
So it's our land. We'll see if we go back to live or to do a big cemetery. It's our decision. If Nadia presents this idea, and everyone is thinking, oh, we have to achieve that Nadia can go back to her land, that is the vision. create the border for you, create an assistant, you should speak them.
أردم لازم بقري. أردم لازم بقري. أم تنازلي.
Not hundreds of years.
I understand.
It's a big challenge.
But that's my first. Okay.
As usual, you make a lot of disturbance in the right way. But
no, but you're amazing. You are the leader. And Yazid can survive food and rain. They did it for centuries.
يزدي كارنش بيخوارني وآبي وأنا كارن بعيشنا بسدس على يزدي وسعيشي.
But they need to keep the community. And that's your job. Nadia, it's for you.
Okay.
Go, sit.
That's not gonna...
No, you sit. You sit.
Wait, I have to get a picture. Is there more?
We go. Yeah, happy.
تيل كيدي الماء هسه معك مزد ماء هسه معك الجارة دي ناس كلينا وديم أموات بينن وديم متابعة وقت كانوا مزانن الفيدري كم مشكلة وكاتشتش تشيد بيجي روشك ومقابلك وكأب رئيسك ربي برلمانك ربي شخصك عادي ربي بتلفزيونك ربي بيوا ناتش سرا إلا أم آوا بيشن thank you
Luis, would you like to say something?
Should I?
Yes.
Okay. I'm very thankful to be invited to be with you. My name is Luis Moreno Campo. I was the first chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court. You have to know Yazidis are not alone. And we are here because we like to understand what happened to you today. We like to explain to the world how you are still suffering injustice. Yazidis can teach the world the meaning of genocide and the way to control it.
So we are here for 6 months. What do you think will be happening to us here?
I don't know. Because Greece has its own problem. So I don't know. We'll try to find the best solution, help you to have solutions, but for me, in order to be together and to keep the faith and to keep Yazidis as a group, you have to think in organizing yourself in your own land.
مديتن هناك شوان جيمة مديتن بس نوزعنا ما هنا شوان ديتن على هش خوش كامني ما قريش شي بياخد هذا ما قري هش بهش هش أبخذ أملها يا اشتهري مهم تري ازدياتي بشتي بان فرمانة هما ما لازم أمنا هيلن وندابي كب جلكيد ما كب عادات وتقاليد ما كب ديني ما أم أهم شيء متركا ديني خوندنو أم بميننو هكا هذا ما بوان روشت جرمد ما نزاني الجيدة وهمو بهزارة وفتسن هناك جو خلاص بو ما نزاني داعش چنداش مد كوجه چنداش مد با وهمو درباز بو إنشالله أبجي که درباز بيو دي مقلين فهكا ساعتي ما تشوكا هون يجرين مدبي هون از دين بجمع بس بمو ببينهم هون نقلينهاش بخودي كي مقلين بخودي أف شغل نامينه وصا بخودي مل سر تخسير ناكن بيجمع مدبي إيركي هم تحمل بكن
How you knew her? You were neighbors?
Yes, he's my relative, and we are like our houses were together.
He also, his relative?
Yeah, she's very old. She's more than 100 years. At the day of the ISIS attacks, they
came.
Yes.
Walking.
Yes, walking.
We go now. Where to go?
When I was little boy, she was taking care of me.
Okay. We should go. Okay.
داوي چنده ازدی المعادله الدوليه تشكل كتشكل الدنيا 7 مليار ونيفين ازدي 9 مليون حتى تقول لاجئ او بينتا شانزا بين ثاني كم مليون لاجئ الدنيا دينا 6 مليون لاجئ لاجئ ونازك 6 مليون الدنيا لانه هي له يعني ازدي لازم ام قوته خزانه من وزنه ما الدنيا دي هي قروي وزني قروي قوتي ام خطط فتشي بك انها تكشي بيجي جماعة وقتي ظلمي وسام لازم صرت هذا لازم تيجي تحمله بكي صبري بكي شنو تحمله بكي نهتانا كي جانب أبدل مشيخ كسر ما سيستم
الألمانيا وكندا وكالشيء جدا مكاكي وضع السهالة
It's very important what he said. And one thing we can do with Yasra is to produce a report showing this problem that some of you are sending to Latvia, to Germany, and that is destroying the community. Basically, Europe is finishing the genocide started by ISIS. People tend to forget genocide. No, we forget Darfur, They are trying to forget Yazidis. That's something Nadia is avoiding. I know, for me also, yesterday was see how painful is your work. They require food and then require shelter for the rain, all the stuff that you cannot deliver. You're working for them knowing that you can do almost nothing for them.
We ask for big things, and then if the big things don't happen, that means we're wasting our time running around like chickens. So we have to have small things also achievable.
Chicken with no leg, with no head.
No head.
Yeah.
So we thought we create Nadia initiative that will be like Malala Fund, similar to that. And then we can use that money to help the camps, to help people in need, to help the women who came from captivity.
But the issue is bigger for me. I don't know. It's complex, highly complex.
And I think that would be a way for us to help with the humanitarian side.
But it's not enough. You need to define very well your priorities. And now, Nadia will talk to the world. And I'm sorry, guys, but you are the only visionaries in the Yazidi groups. You are the vision. So between you and Nadia, the two of you and Nadia had to organize a vision that lead the Yazidi for the next 10 years, because that is not a short-term run. This is a 10 years run. I'm sorry for that.
لازم هون حلقة لونج تيرم بشيء زدابة بينا. تبدأ على أول. وبيجي غير رواية كي ترنينا مثلا بيتشتي بك.
You got to really think in some. I love what she's yesterday told me something very important.
I guess maybe we just talk.
Murad, real quick, did you think we're just gonna have
Her work have put her in spotlight where an entire community is looking for her to do something. It's a very difficult life, and I see this difficulty every day, being with her every day, I see it. Nadia doesn't want to be a politician. She doesn't want to be a public figure. In fact, she doesn't want to be anything but a girl from the village. Sometimes we've reached to points where she said, I will no longer do this, even now. But then she just takes a few moments and she say, I have to go back and do it again. I have to continue doing it because nothing has changed. I'm worried about her. She's just very young to have this role, and because with this role comes a lot of challenges, and being this public voice against ISIS, security-wise, is a huge challenge. We have received threats for her from ISIS militants, and we know that they are after her, and they will not have mercy when they reach her. She told me many, many times that once things are better, she will go back to her village. But I personally think it's impossible. She was telling me that, Murad, where Sinjar is recaptured, I want to take you to my home and to walk you around our house to show you where I was reading when I was studying. But I imagine I don't want to go back. I don't want to see everyone together with so much pain. Probably it will never happen. I will do everything I can for the rest of my life for people of Kocho, people of Sinjar, and the entire Yazidis to be able to have a homeland, to be able to have a place to live. I will give all my energy and my strength to that. But even with that, it will be different. It will not be the Kocho that she's seen. It will be a Kocho without men. It will be a Kocho of widows and orphans, of people dressed in black. That's what Kocho will look like in the future. And I don't think that will be the Kocho that she wants to go back to. I see her future. She will be the voice of the people who are in sadness. Although she's the strongest person I ever seen, I don't know how much more strength she has.
تروح له؟ روح. يا ابوي يقصوا
What do you hope to give to the Yazidi people?
I would like to see justice to be done for Yazidis.
Nadia is being named a goodwill ambassador by the UN on Friday will be a turning point in their quest for justice.
Today it's very hard for I don't know what happened. Is it thinking about family? Is that what's hard? I wish my mom would see.
Yeah, they're supposed to follow you through it.
Okay, but we don't want to be late, so don't.
No, we don't want to be late.
Good morning. You look great. Can we just get 1 second of walking before we walk in? Yeah.
They may not look like warriors, but they are. Amal Clooney and her client Nadya Murad. Together, they are taking on ISIS, urging the UN to investigate and ultimately try ISIS commanders for genocide.
No, come this way. You'll see this up there, man. You'll see it too.
Ambassador. Murad, I put a seat for you over there. If you don't want it, you can sit here. It's up to you. You choose. Whoever you want, you're in charge. Grace. Peggy, can I have your help? Can I have your help? Yeah. And apologies for it. We're doing our best to. Good job, yes. Dearest Nadia, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the appointment ceremony of Nadya Murad Basi Taha as United Nations Goodwill Ambassador for the dignity of survivors of human trafficking. We are honored by the presence of the survivors who are here today and our brothers and sisters from the Yazidi community. We also take this opportunity to thank all of the ambassadors who decided that they would come here today to support Nadya Murad Basi Taha. I also will use this time to thank Murad Ismail, the Executive Director of Yazda. Where are you, Murad? Thank you, Murad. We're very honored to have you here. You have been with Nadia from the beginning.
Dear Nadia, I'm proud to welcome you as a Goodwill Ambassador for UNODC.
But yours is a very different kind of ambassadorship.
She's the first ever Goodwill Ambassador on human trafficking who is herself a survivor.
But today marks the beginning of a new chapter for you.
Which is not easy, it's not an easy recognition. You will have a lot of work to do.
And noble public use their fame and personal
today to witness and be part of Nadia's victory.
Thank you, Nadia.
لم أتربى لألقى الخطابات ولا لألتقي زعماء العالم ولا لأمثل قضية بهذا الثقل وبهذه الصعوبة. كما سمعتم ففي ليلة 3 من آب من عام 2014 تغير كل شيء.
I wish I could say that I was proud to be here, but I'm not. I am ashamed as a supporter of the United Nations that states are failing to prevent or even punish genocide because they find that their own interests get in the way. I am ashamed as a lawyer that there is no justice being done and barely a complaint being made about it.
I'm ashamed as a human being that we ignore their cries for help.
And that is why it is so important that we hear your words, Nadia, the way you spoke them.
Today, our moral and political responsibility is to transform this huge emotion into action. Not words, action.
I am proud to know you, Nadia, and I'm sorry that we have failed you. I hope that your appointment today can be a turning point. And to those who thought that by their acts they could destroy you, let them know this. Nadia Murad's spirit is not broken.
I remember I had the chance to meet you in person last December, and you told me that you cut your hair because you didn't want these monsters find you too fancy. So I'm so happy to welcome you here with your beautiful long hair. Thank you to our family, to the ambassadors of the United Nations.
Fantastic. Thank you. You must be so proud. I'm so proud, so sad, so happy. It's mixed, so much mixed feelings. So
Yes, of course, but
Magnificent job. You hear me? Yeah. Now listen to me. You got that German network out there.
Yeah.
If you can get her to say thank you to Angela Merkel and thank you to the German people, you do something for the United States. You wake them up. Understand? You get it?
Yeah.
Can we get it? Just 2 minutes.
That was incredible. She was so good.
Don't have tears of sadness. I can only feel your pain, but you have to feel so proud. It's historic. It's really historic, Murad. Really historic. None of this would be possible without you.
it's great. Welcome.
One fast one for the crowd. Elegant. Here we go. I got to clear the front. I told your driver 42nd at first.
Right, we're meeting with Monday.
No,
Yeah, no, we're not doing an interview, so.
Okay.
As we say, sayonara.
Were you okay with it?
If you are okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think it was okay.
Yeah? What's history?
Yeah.
You made history?
Yes, I believe in it. Yeah. Yeah, it was a big event, so
You got a
no,
plus.
thank you. Thank you.
Even though we fight, we want the same thing.
Well, that's actually, yeah.
That's why we're so good, because we're strong.
طبعا وقت بجمع تمشنا دراوان با ويا قوتن كناشة بس الداخلي خدا هكا تشتشت عالمي دامه أسخو هرد بينم أو إنسانة بقيمة أو إنسانة هاتيا قرتن النسرة ذن بكي وتشتكي أزي خوب ناف بينم ويروجاكا أو إرهابين عدالتي.
As you know, member states and the President of the General Assembly's office have selected Nadia Murad to be the opening speaker in the General Assembly.
Yeah, no, I will not. Let me open my bag up and see. Yeah? One second.
No, no. بس نبي شو بلا نبي شو كنت إنك كنت نبي شو لا
Mr. Secretary General, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen.
It's an honor to be with you today. And it's wonderful to be here in the great city of New York.
هاي مراد أفتشان أفهمونا داعي بهمين اوكي بعد أنا هجرت أخذ هدينا حوجيبه ما تشوفي لازم ناخذ بخيلين ناخذ خيلين ناخذ كنا أفهمون.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing the worst humanitarian and refugee crisis since the Second World War. The well-being of millions rests with us at the United Nations, and we must not fail them in their hour of need. I now give the floor to Ms. Nadия Мурад Taha, and the United Nations Goodwill Ambassador for the dignity of survivors of human trafficking.
سيدي الرئيس، السادة رؤساء الدول والحكومات، أنا ناجية من الإبادة اليزيدية ولاجئة الآن. أنا فتاة ريفية وجدت نفسها كيف سلبت منها حياتها الحرة الممتلئة بالأحلام إلى حياة السبي بلا أمل. أريد أن أنقل لكم اليوم رسالة من جميع الضحايا واللاجئين في العالم. أنتم من تقررون أن تهدوا الأمل أو تصنعوا المعاناة. أنتم من تقررون هل إن فتاة أخرى مثلي في مكان آخر من العالم تستطيع أن تستمر بحياتها البسيطة إلى أن يستتب الأمن في مناطق الصراع. لا يجب أن نقفل أبوابنا على الأطفال والنساء. العالم يحمل حدوداً واحداً فقط وهي حدود الإنسانية. أتوسل إليكم أن تضعوا الإنسان أولاً. الحياة لم تخلق لأجلكم ولأجل عوائلكم فقط، فنحن أيضاً نريد الحياة ومن حقنا أن نعيشها. فإذا كان قطع الرؤوس وسبي النساء واغتصاب الأطفال ونزوح الملايين لم يحرككم فمتى ستحركون؟